A Florida-based landlord is suing Frisch's for $11.7 million in unpaid rent.
Its Georgia lawsuit could spell trouble for the 31 Frisch's locations fighting to stay open right now. WCPO 9 I-Team has been tracking all of the lawsuits that followed Frisch's meltdown last year.
I-Team reporter Dan Monk dug into these cases and found some surprises.
It's never wrong to have a conversation.
Before a Michigan big boy chain decided to compete against Frisch's in Cincinnati this year, it tried to buy Frisch's.
The talks have been on and off for probably a couple of years, to be quite frank, but I think I recall signing my non-disclosure agreement April 29th of last year.
If you need anything else, let me know.
Tamer Offer of the Big Boy Restaurant Group says talks broke down in November when Frisch's announced the sale of assets to two longtime managers.
I didn't think it made sense from our perspective to transfer the rights into a new co at the 11th hour when we were talking about an acquisition.
That November sale kept 31 Frisch's locations alive, but it also led to allegations that Frisch's was trying to hide assets from creditors.
It's a pretty substantial threat, so I would think that the landlord would be very interested in getting to the bottom of it.
Attorney Todd McMurtry is not involved in Frisch's litigation, but he's worked on similar cases.
I've seen companies forced into bankruptcy. It's involuntary bankruptcy action, and there the creditors can attempt to recover assets.
McMurtry reviewed Frisch's court filings at the I-Team's request. He zeroed in on this letter from a law firm representing Frisch's former landlord. It questions whether the November sale was an attempt to shield assets from creditors.
That would really have to be determined by a jury after the parties, litigated the matter.
This Georgia lawsuit could be a first step in that direction because it could force Frisch's to reveal more details about that November sale.
The main thing that you need to prove a fraudulent conveyance claim is that the assets that were transferred out were for less than fair market value.
In court filings, Frisch's claimed the new Frisch's owners did pay fair market value, but it didn't say what they bought, how much they paid, or who owns the new Frisch's. And it turns out the president and chairman of the new company is Aziz Hashim, the same guy who has owned the old Frisch's since 2015.
Do you think Hashim owns the new Frisch's, the new company that's operating?
I don't know, honestly. I'll let the legal proceedings play themselves out. I know that there's lawsuits pending, and I'm sure that, the truth and all the information will come out.
Frisch's declined to be interviewed for this story, but the CEO of New Frisch's said the Michigan chain is attempting a hostile takeover of locations they have no right to, and Frisch's is here to stay.
I think its future is probably salvageable because it has so much goodwill in the community. As to who ends up salvaging that, my bet is that the people with the deeper pockets who are going to be able to come in and operate those.
Dan Monk, WCPO 9 I-Team.